What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another day in Car Mechanic Simulator with me, the Virtual Mechanic. And yes, the new Rims DLC is out now, so make sure you have some fun with that, because that's what we're going to be playing around with today. If we jump down here, we're going to be working on 3 cars. We're going to be putting some beautiful new rims on our lovely Ford F100 Grim Sleeper truck here. We're going to come up with a new design for them rims. It's going to be very similar, but the color pattern is going to be exactly the same on it. So we'll be checking that one out. Also checking out all the new rims. The Salem GW500, we're also going to be working on this one with some shiny new rims for that one. And then if we come out of this mode and just go back into the normal mode and go back into the garage, in we go. The last one we're going to be working on is my absolute favorite car of all time. We're going to be doing some beautiful new rims for this wonderful wonderful Ford Mustang. It's definitely not new. We're going to be adding a bit of color to the engine as well. Obviously we got black and gray and red on there, but we did this before we had the chance to paint the bolts. So we're going to be changing the bolt color on this one, as well as adding some cool new rims to it today. So first, let's just jump in and check out the new rims with the rim DLC as we go into our main menu. They are all listed, so it's very easy to find them all. There is a lot of them. There is 80 new rims in total. We're going to stick on this screen for a little bit and just tick on over all of them, just so we can have a quick glance and see what we like. I've already got some things in mind. I think I've already picked the rims I'm going to be using for everyone, but we're going to go through them nonetheless and have a cheeky little look at every single one of these rims. There is a lot of them, and there is something for every style, every design you could come up with. There is a new rim for it. I'm pretty confident of that. So let's have some fun. They're quite cool. Maybe we could have put them on our little lowrider out the front. We'll see. We might do that one as well. But let's keep looking through. There is a lot of them to play around with today. I think that's all of them. The rest of these are all older rims. Yeah, all of the new rim DLC ones are all sat in the middle there, looking pretty cool. So let's get started. Let's go and grab our first vehicle. We're going to do the Grim Sleeper first. This was one of our most recent builds. So let's get this one into the garage. In you go. After a little bit of loading, it's now up here. So let's get you inside and onto the lifter and see what rims we can play around with for this beautiful Grim Sleeper. Let's get started then, picking some lovely new rims for the Grim Sleeper. Let's just start by getting the first rim off. Off you come. We're currently using the Rim Retro 11, and it's a very good looking rim. I do like the style, the 5-spoke with it a bit rounded. So let's see what we've got in our rim store for the new rims. I want to keep something very sort of similar on brand. You got rim at 207 there. That does look pretty good. Very similar, slight differences. Obviously, we've got a bit of curving going on the outside there. I didn't check what size these were. Let's have a look. They're 20 inches. So let's make sure we'll buy one of them. We'll get it up to 20 inch. On you go. We'll see what that looks like. The 211, is that? We'll give the 211 a go as well, up to a 20 inch, and we'll see what colors we can come up with. What else have we got in here that's sort of similar in the new style? They're a bit too squared for me. Not liking any of that. Well, I'm not liking any of them. Not liking any of them for this particular build. No. Not any of them. No. Ooh, they might work. So let's get some of them in the 20 inch. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, we're going to keep the same color theme. So I want to make sure they still look good when they're painted in that same style. Whoa, there we go. Let's just have a look at the 3 of them. Before we do that, I'm just going to take the tire off the rim here, just so I can make sure I get the color matched the same. I think this one was finished in pearl, so we're going to go with a pearl color on the rims there. So let's get you off. Let's go in. Now I have got the quality of life mod, so I can paint from this wonderful table just here. So this is where we're going to be painting from today. So we're going to go in here and paint part. Now this is just to make sure I get the color right. I'm going to use that. I'm going to make sure it's on pearl. There we go. I'm just going to apply that paint, so then we can just use it in this section here. So if we come out and then go back in on our lovely new rims, so we're going to start with the 207, see what they look like. Let's get you on. We're going to go on to our lovely pearl bronzy orangey color. And now we want to make sure we've got it on steel black, because that's the other color we were using. So let's scroll all the way through. There we go, steel black. And let's see what two-tony options we've got. There we go. There's our first one. Black insert with the bronzy sort of color on the outside. We had the bronze on the inside, the black on the outside, and black bolts as well. Looking very good on there. So let's get you painted, and then we'll see what these ones look like in just a moment. But before we do that, we're going to get all the other ones painted in a very similar color. So let's just go into that. Spin back around to the front. We want to keep going until we're on steel black again. There we go. And then ping through and see what we've got. Probably the same again, 3 and 4. So we're going to stick with 4 on that one. That actually looks pretty good. Might be that one we go with. And our third option is rim 261. So let's get you on and make sure we got you all in the same color as well, all the way around to steel black. Spin that around to the front and see what we've got. Would have been nice if these little, you know, the two, what they called split rims went the same color as well. That would have been nice if they went orange or bronzy on that one. But there we go. Let's get you painted and see what these look like. I'm going to get some tires attached to these, and then we'll bolt them onto the car one by one and see which ones we like best. Just getting the last one balanced, and then we'll be able to get these on the car and see how they look. And obviously we've still got the older rims on there, so we'll be able to compare how they look to the old ones. So let's go in with our first option, which was, well, the 261 is the first one in the list. So let's get you on. Lovely black bolts on there, looking nice. We'll take a step back. What do we think? As that stands, I still actually prefer the old ones. So we're not going to go with the 261s. What do you think? Do let me know in the comments below. Off these come. Let's try the next one in the list, which is the 207. In you go. That already looks better in my opinion. I'm liking that actually. I think that might be what we stick with. See that? Yeah, that looks pretty good on there. I'm quite happy with that. But we will check the last one just to see. I think I'm going to go with the 207 for this beautiful little truck. So off you come. And then for our last option, which was the 211, in you go. I think it's the rim around the outside there, you know. I think that's what's ruining it for me, is that piece there. Not ruining it for me like that, but you know what I mean? Just in my head. Yeah, see, I prefer that to that. So we're going to take this one off. Let's fit the 207 back on. And I think that's going to be the one we go for. So let's get you on. 207, there you are. In you go, bolted up nice and easy. And that is looking pretty good. What do you think? Do you prefer the 207 or do you prefer the classic one we had on there, which I believe was the Rim 11 or something like that? Retro 11, it is indeed. What would you prefer, the Retro 11 or the 207 from the DLC pack? I'm going to pick the 207s on it, and hopefully you guys all agree. If not, well, it's my build. And I quite like the 207, that new rim. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to get all of them swapped out, and we'll see how she looks. Lovely new shoes for the Grim Sleeper. I'm really liking that. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments below. Are they better than the Rim Retro 11 that was originally on it? What do you think? I am always excited to hear your opinion. Are you excited for the Rim as a DLC? If you haven't got it already, you should go grab it now. It is on the Steam Workshop, and it is definitely worth it. I love it. New set of rims to swap out. I really like that. I think I prefer that than what was on there before. So I'm very, very happy with that one. Liking it. But now let's get back inside as we work on the next one on our list today, which is the Salem GW500. Our sound system meltdown with all the extra pieces in there, looking pretty awesome. I do believe I can open these now on the lifter, thanks to the Quality of Life mod. It is looking good in there. But we're not on about all of that. We want to talk about the beautiful rims on these today. So let's get you up you go. Let's get this set off. Make sure we get the color matching just right. So out you come. Obviously, we got that lovely flow yellow or green with a splash of white on there as well. But we want to make sure we get it exactly perfect. I think this is matte. Yeah, we're reckoning that's matte. I'm pretty confident on that one. So let's get you torn off. And while we're doing that, let's have a look and see what rims we can get for this one. We want to keep it, again, roughly around the same. I'm not obviously going to go for the 207s because we literally just did them. But let's have a look and see what we can end up with. I want something a bit squarer, bit modern looking, you know, that kind of thing. So what have we got there looking quite good? So let's get a set of them. I've got to check the size. So off you come of there. What are we looking at? 19s with no ET. So let's grab a pair of them, or one of them in the 19s. Do we want to go for them? I like the deeper dish. Not really a big fan of that. So we'll just go with the 218s for there. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh, I quite like them. Let's get them in 19s as well. On you go. Any more in there? Doesn't look like it. They're a bit too fancy looking for this build, if you know what I mean. What else could we do? Let's just get a third one just to keep it all going. Maybe them? Maybe them. Not them. Bit too retro looking for this sort of build. What else have we got? I think it is going to be these ones here. So we'll grab these in a 19 as well. And let's get into the paint booth. The cheeky paint booth, which is our lovely little table here. And see what we can do. Obviously, you want to get the colour right. So we want to select that colour. Just go into matte so we know it's definitely right. Paint that. Come back out. And then go back in again. And let's see what we can do with these ones here. So on you go. And again, we want to do the same principle with the quality of life mod. We want to change the material replace. And instead of steel black, there's a white one on here. So we're going to go to that one. There we go. And then we want to make sure we get it a bit of that flow yellow on there as well. What else have we got? White inside, green outside. Green. Ooh, no, that's too much. So we're going to go with that one there. Again, it's got the rim. I'm not a big fan of the rim. But we're going to put it on anyway and see what it looks like. Let's get all three of these painted and see if they're going to look pretty good. We just want to do the same thing again and see what color options we can get as we scroll through our target. Everything, mixed 1, mixed 2, mixed 3. It's the same again on there, isn't it? So yeah, we're going to go with mixed 3, or let's just double check. We should have paint and mix, although that isn't doing anything on that one. So we'll go with mixed 3 on there. One more rim, and then we'll see how these look once we get them on the car. So same again, rolling all the way across, get onto that white color there for our base, spin around, and just double check we can get this looking good. White on the inside, green on the outside, just double check through. Yeah, exactly the same, but that's all right. That's what we're after anyway. So let's get you painted. Now let's get some tires mounted on these and see what they look like on the car. Just getting the last ones in. Let's get them all balanced. Oh, that was on the same one and ready to go. And let's see if they look any better or worse than our original rims, which were the Rim Classic 3. So let's have a look and see what we think. We'll start with 218 as you're just there. I mean, that's already looking quite nice. I did say I wasn't a big fan of the rim, but I think it actually looks pretty good on there. Do we prefer them or the old ones? I actually really like them, so I think they might be the ones we go with, although we haven't seen the others, so let's see what happens before we make our decision. In we go. So that was 218. We'll go for 233 next. The 6-spoke instead of the 5-spoke. What do we think? Come off. Let's have a look. I mean, I prefer them as well. Oh, now I've got to toy up between whether I prefer the 6-spoke or the 5-spoke. So let's get them off and let's try the very last pair. The very last rim we're going to try for this one here. On we go for the 260. Now, it is a 6-spoke, but it's a totally different style. It looks completely different. How does that look in comparison? See them, I think I prefer the old rim to those. So it's not going to be that one. So off you come. And let's just put the other two on side by side on this side of the car and see what we think of them next to each other. So 233s on the front. In you go there. We'll nip down to the back if I can reach it. I can indeed. We'll get you off of here and we'll see what we think of the other one. What number was it? I can't remember. Let's find out. 218. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. And then we can pick out of these two which we think we like best. Now, I'm just going to sit here and crouch. I think it's got to be the 5-spoke. I actually think I prefer the 5-spoke. They're a little bit wider and they just give a bit more of a stance. So we're going to go with the 5-spoke. So we're going to get all of these swapped out and then we'll check this one out outside in the sun. That looks better in my opinion. The Rim 218s on there, still in the same colour scheme, looking absolutely fantastic on our Salem GW500. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. And would you have picked one of the other rims that we played around with? What's your opinion on it? And have you played around with the DLC yet? But anyway, there we go. Liking that one. We got one more to do. And we got a few little bits to do before we start painting them rims. Because I want to add a few bits to this beautiful Mustang before we crack on. So we're going to get it into the paint shop. I'm going to try and keep all of this colour exactly the same. Fingers crossed, hopefully. That's definitely a matte finish on there. But we want to add just a little bit of bronze to the screws and bolts. So let's get this one into the paint shop and let's have some fun with that. Well, that's the first part taken care of. Colour all matched, livery back on, looking fantastic. But we want to add some colours to the bolts. We're going to go into this mode here, paint engine screws, paint all screws but not rims, paint all screws including rims. And let's have a look. We want to make this sort of a bronzy colour. Now, I've already got something in mind. Let me just check my notes. I want to go for 30 on here. Oh, too far. There we go. Saturation is at 100. Pretty standard on that one. And brightness up to 80. Now that should look pretty good. It won't give us the same metallic finish as we're going to end up with on the rims, but that's what we're going to go with on there. So let's get you all painted back as you were. Hopefully looking fantastic. Come out of this mode. You can see we've already got some orange on the rims, not so much bronze. And if we go into our engine there now as well, they're all looking quite good. Just a little extra splash on there. Orangey, bronzy sort of colours what we're going for. But most importantly, we want to get these rims changed. So let's get this one back on the lifter and see what options we've got. Looks a bit weird with orange bolts on this one as it stands at the moment. So let's get this front wheel. There we go. Let's get this front wheel off. Rimmer Classic 20. Off of you come. Nice and easy. Now, we did have a chrome and black theme going on there. Was there really much out? There was a few other chrome bits. Maybe we'll come back and paint some more bits on this car at a later date. But let's get this rim taken apart. Off we go. What size are we at? A 16-inch rim on there. So let's go into our rim store. Let's get rid of that and see what we've got that could sort of go with our beautiful Mustang. Now, the one I'm thinking of is a rim at 262. If we got up to that one, is that one there. So we're definitely going to get one of them in a 16. See what that looks like painted. And let's think of a couple of other options. That's sort of similar, maybe. Let's give that a go in a 16-inch. Off you go. What else have we got that could go on there? That's the end of the rims. I'm not a fan of that one there. We'll keep going up through. That's more of a truck thing. That reminds me of the Tesla Cybertruck, to be honest. So we're not going with that one there. Keep going around. What else have we got? No. I did think about them for a moment there, but changed my mind at the last minute. I kind of want something that's similar to what we already had, but just new. Or maybe we'll give that one a go into a 16-inch. Do we want to try any more? What else have we got? That one maybe. We'll give it a go. We'll see what it looks like coloured. On you go there. What else have we got that we could possibly use with this beautiful, beautiful Mustang? My favourite car of all time. Absolutely loving this one. So we want to get the rims right for it. Maybe we'll give them a try as well. Am I going to try too many for this one now? But this is going to be, I mean, this is my masterpiece car. This is the one I absolutely love more than anything else. So we'll keep going on. No, not a fan of them. We'll try them. But let's give them a go as well in a 16. And that is all of them. So let's get off. We want to take this rim off of here. Although we don't need to keep any colours on it, do we? Oh, we need to keep that bronze colour. I've got notes. We'll go in from the notes. So let's see what we've got then. We'll start with the rim at 206. In we go. Now, I want to get my colour matched right. Not on that screen there, I don't. Oh, probably want to change that. We'll go with a metallic, I think. We'll find out in a minute. What was my colour? Can anyone remember? It was 30 on the top line. Can never get that right. 100, and then it was 80. Now that, in my opinion, is too dark. I want something a bit brighter than that. So let's bring the brightness up to, say, 90. Let's see what it looks like with some bit of black on there. You can see it's changed a little bit already. So if we go into the steel black and see what we end up with a mixed one, that's not really giving us much of the color we were after. And that's a little bit too much. I just wanted the outside rim. And it's still a bit bright. So I'm going to... it's a bit dull, should I say. So maybe we take it off of the metallic. Oh, no, I've lost my orange now. Good work. 30 on there. We'll stick with it as it was. And we'll drip that down to 80. And we'll just see if we can maybe go for a pearl and see if that makes it look any better. In we go on there. Bit too orangey. Let's add a bit of metallicness to it. All the way up. Let's maybe take some roughness off of it. Struggling to get this how I want it to look now. Oh, I don't know what to do. Let's keep going through. Maybe a bit of clear coat. Oh, a little bit of clear coat. That might finish it off. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's quite a nice colour on there. Not overly fond of that style, but we'll get it painted and we'll see how it turns out on the other ones. Oh, you're a darker one, so that doesn't mind. We'll go with you next and let's see how you turn out. Oh, see there, that looks a lot better on there. So let's just get it back in with that steel black. On we go. keep going down, steel black, and we'll just see how they all look. Again, not much sticking up on the outside. I think I might actually, I'm going to prefer the original rims. So maybe we'll paint one of them and just see if we're going to change the color for that one and nothing else. Let's give you a go. We did buy a couple of these, so we're going to go through and make sure, find one that I really like because, again, my dream car. So let's back on to steel black. Let's see where we end up on this one. Are we even going to get a mixed color? Oh, that's looking a bit better. Definitely happy with that one. And let's see what we've got. Was it just the one more? Oh, no. I bought quite a few. We'll keep going through. I should have probably cleared the other rims first just to make my life a little bit easier, but never mind. Onto this steel black. Where have you gone? There you are. And let's have a look at this one. Again, that's a little bit better. I'm liking that one. Onto the other side. That's a bit too much for this build, so we'll go with that. On you go there. What else have we got? We've got, is it just two more? That was the original. So maybe we should paint that one and see how that looks as well. Let's go back into here. On we go. Steel black. Where have you gone? There you go. And we probably just want 3. Double check. Yeah, we'll go with 3. Now, when we put it on the car, the bolts will come out a orangey colour. It's not going to be the exact orangey colour we were after, but it will be a close match, hopefully. Let's just get this last one done, and then I'll paint the original one as well. We'll get some tyres on, and we'll throw it on the car, or throw them on the car, and see how they all look. Have I ruined my beautiful Mustang with some shiny new rims? We will find out in just a moment. Last one to go. Let's just get this one painted in the original, well, in the new version of, see, that's got the center hub and everything already. I'm already a fan of that. If I just go to steel black, is that going to make everything terrible? Mixed 1, mixed 3, mixed 4 gives us a bit of a multi-two-tone effect. But I do think I like that mixed 2 with the bronze, both on the outside and on the inside. I might be pitting the same rims back on my beautiful Mustang after we've bothered to play with the new rims DLC. So there we go. I'm going to get some tyres on them, and we'll see how they all look. All assembled, all on tyres, and let's get them on. And let's see how these look. And I have got rid of all of the other rims that were in there as well, so we're not going to get confused. Let's just start with the 2. Let's go for number order. We're going to save the classic one until last. So let's start with 206 and see how that looks. Lovely orange bolts. Actually, the colour match isn't bad. I've done quite a good job with that, in my opinion. Looking quite nice. It's a weird... It's got like a black lip round the outside with some more deep dish in there. I mean, I'll be honest, I am quite liking it. Does it fit the build? That is the question. And I forgot to maybe put some ET on these rims, definitely. So we'll sort that one out a little bit later on. But for the moment, let's just see how they look. I do quite like that one. So the first one, definitely like 206. It's a bit weird. It's a bit different. We'll see. I'm probably going to like some different ones a little bit more. So we started with 206. What's next in the number sequence? 231. In you go. That's very similar, but without the deep dish. So I'm probably not going to prefer that one. Again, I definitely need to put some ET on them. But yes, not... Yeah, no, the first one was definitely better, so we're not a fan of that one. So let's get you off of there. 231 is a no-no. What's next? Let's have a look. 248, 245. Why have I got... Oh, no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong part. 248 is the next one. There, on you go. That's looking quite good already. I quite like that. Again, not the right depth. We need to put ET on these rims. That's looking pretty good. That's very similar to what's already on it, actually, just with a new style. So maybe that's going to be what we go for. So there's, at the moment, 248 is my favourite. Keep that number in your head, because I'll probably forget, let's be honest. Let's get on. 248 is what we just did. 255, 279. So 255 is the next one. I can already see that's not the one for me. It does look good, but it's not the one for this build, I don't think. No. I mean, at the moment, I'm still preferring them ones. So let's get this off. You're not the one that we like. So let's go for another try. What else have we got in here? What did we just do? The 255. So we'll go for the 262s next. Oh, I do quite like them. That's quite nice. Mate, that's probably what we're going to go for. That is looking very nice. I like all of the details in there with the extra, like, spokes inside it. That's what we like. I am liking that one. So there we go. 262 is my new favourite. let's get on the last one before we put back the original one at coloured and see what we like best. 279 on you go. No, that one's not for me. I don't know. It's got... Oh, actually, maybe I've changed my mind. Let's take a step away. See, this has just got a lot more going on. It is quite nice. Maybe that one. Oh, I'm undecided now, and I'm not sure. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. 279 or the one we just did, which was the 26 something. 262. But we're going to put on the original one and see if we definitely prefer that one. I'm kind of hoping not. But on you go. Yeah, see, that already looks pretty good. I mean, it's a bit more in your face because it's got the correct amount of ET on it, so that's a bit unfair. Is it going to be that one? Let me just get the other two that I liked with the correct ET, and we'll go again. Well, there's the 262 with the correct ET on it, and that is looking pretty good. Now, this one's relatively flat. If we go around to the other side, to the 279, this one's got all the dips in it looping around. What one do you prefer, the 279 or the 262? There, you definitely need to be changed to the bronze if this is what we're going with. Oh, I'm not sure. Let's just go with... I'm going to go with this one here because it's just a bit more fancy. So we're going to go with the rim at 279. We're going to get them on all the way around. Make sure we get the right ETs and everything like that on. See what that looks like and hopefully finish this beautiful little Mustang. I might just cheekily go in and paint those intercoolers as well while I'm there, just so we can finish it off and add a little bit of bronze to it. There we go. The beautiful rim at 279. Is it better than it was before? I don't know about that, but I definitely prefer the bronze and black. I even put some bronze tips on the exhaust there just to bring it all in and make it all look good. I absolutely love this car. My favorite car of all time. If I could build any car in real life, it would be this exact beast. Especially now with all the little bronze accents. Absolutely perfect. And we did do the intercoolers just in a bronze there as well, just to really finish it off. And it is looking absolutely fantastic. But what do you all think? Do you think that looks better than it did before? I definitely do. Absolutely loving that one. It's kind of finished it off now for me. We're going to maybe add a bit more bronze into this at some point. Maybe get that alternator and what we got over here, the power steering pump in a bronze at a later date. Do need to do a little bit more to the exhaust because we got black on there with the bronze tips, but we can figure that out another time. For the time being, that's looking fantastic. Absolutely loving the rims DLC. Adds a whole new level of customization, and you can even keep it all looking about the same. Obviously, we did the Grim Sleeper there with some new beautiful looking rims on there. The color doesn't look quite right, but maybe that's just the light we're in. Definitely just the light we're in. That's fine. We did the beautiful new rims on the Salem GW500 as well. And maybe I need to fix something on there because they're not quite right because the brake calipers are clipping through at the front, not at the back. So we'll figure that one out another time. Maybe just a tiny bit of ET on there or something like that. I'll figure out how that's going to work. It won't matter. But that's enough for today. I hope you did enjoy this one. This is my first trip back in the new year. So welcome everybody to 2024. New year, not new me. Still the same me, Virtual Mechanic, ready to bring you more Car Mechanic Simulator videos. And when we do come back next time, I mean, I don't even know what day I'm releasing this video, so we'll figure that one out. But my new schedule is going to be Mondays and Thursdays. If we just go inside, I do have it up on the banner up there now as well. So Mondays 6 p.m. and Thursday 6 p.m. is going to be my new schedule. Apart from this one today, this one might come out on the Tuesday, I imagine. But then I'll be back on the Thursday with finally finishing off the BMW DLC with the beautiful M4 GTS. That's what we're going to work on. We need to get this one finished. I never finished it before, and we might even stick new rims on it instead of the actual BMW rims that come with it. Who knows? We shall find out. But that's it for today's video. I do hope you did enjoy it. Have you got the new rims DLC yet? Are you looking forward to it? Will you be grabbing it? I certainly hope you will. It's a very fun DLC. But we are going to be starting a new competition. New year, new competition on the official Red Dot Games Discord server. Link in the description below. So make sure you head over and check that one out because I do have a Steam key for the rims DLC to give away on that one there. It is only a Steam key. This competition will be open to everybody, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever you're on. It will be open to everybody, but I do only have a Steam key to give away. So the winner might not end up with the Steam key. It might be a second place. So obviously you'll have to be PC and Steam-based to get it. So come on in, take part anyway. It's especially if you are on Steam. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. I'm glad to be back. Hope you guys are glad that I'm back as well. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Like and subscribe for Virtual Mechanic.